Hello friends, how are you doing? So today I'll be talking about how to love running, and running is one of my favorite things to do in the world. Now you're probably wondering why my shirt is backwards. Well, it's part of the CORE project, or the Keep on Running project, which aims to provide runners with a motivational shirt so they can read it while they're running. And the first 100 people who wear it get to be part of the CORE 100, so I was really happy to be part of that. And I'll link their website in my description box as well. And you know how in most talking videos on YouTube the speaker is usually in center? Well, I have purposely placed my bibs this way and this way, so I don't have to be in center. I guess I'm just like following the theme of the upside down letters, you know. But really, this is just a good lighting spot in my living room. This happens to be a vent here, and I couldn't find anywhere else, so I was just trying to hide that. Go, 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 go. Very inconvenient. I know, it's good lighting. So I didn't always enjoy running as much as I did now. So I want to tell you a little story about how I learned to enjoy this wonderful sport of running. I started running when I was in 8th grade, going into track season. And now I just finished my freshman year of college. So basically, I was never a runner before. In fact, I was really into video games such as Pokemon, Maple Story, Animal Crossing. But I was a couch potato, and one day my mother decided to get healthier, so she started paying me $6 an hour to go to the gym with her. At the gym, there was TVs on the treadmill, so I was like, oh cool, I'll just go on those. So I just started running. And before I started going to the treadmills on the TVs on the treadmills, the longest distance I ever ran was probably in Mile Club. What we call like our run days in PE, which was probably 2.5 miles. So I just started by running 2 to 3 miles, just like a few times a week whenever she would go. And as a result, I started with a 9-minute mile because I was a couch potato. I was into video games, so I just sat on my butt all day. And in just a few months of going to the gym and running, being consistent and running, which is one of the most important things of running, is to be consistent. But just being consistent running, like a few times a week, I was able to drop my mile down from about 9 minutes to 6:36 I think in PE, and then I decided to join track, and that was when I started running. But at that time, I didn't enjoy running because I used to feel like I wasn't good at anything. So I felt like I had to run because I could be good at it, and that was like the only thing I was good at. I continued running with that mindset throughout high school, and then like I hit a plateau. I just didn't enjoy it at all. So during the summer between 10th and 11th grade, I discovered these cool running and motivational blogs on Tumblr. So I started reading them. I decided to start my own blog in December. So my blog originally started as a journal where I would just write down what happened and like write down all the happy things that happened so I can feel happy every day. And also just like whenever something annoying happens, I just write about it and then I find solutions to my problems. And from then on, I started gaining an audience, and that also really motivated me to keep working hard and being a good example of running faster. So during my junior year track season, after I started my blog, I improved my mile time by 30 seconds and I ran a 5:08, and my 2-mile time by a minute and I ran a 10:54. And during my 12th grade cross country season, I improved even more. I improved my 5K time by about a minute, and I made it to Foot Locker Nationals, which is one of the biggest, my favorite accomplishments of my life. And I wasn't able to make all these huge jumps of improvement without changing my mindset. Throughout high school, I didn't really change my training plan or mileage much, so I attribute most of my improvement from my mindset. I changed my mindset from I have to run to I get to run. And here are some tips, more tips that really helped me develop this deep love of running I have. So my first tip is blogging or using social media, because social media, I really love it because it's like you have this community to have people to like relate to and talk to, and have people to keep you accountable and stuff. And also, blogging and journaling has certainly improved the quality of my life, not just running. Journaling with an audience every day helps me stay organized and focused on my goals. Keeping track of my progress motivates me to keep improving. Also, when something goes wrong, writing also helps me think and find solutions and find the positive side of every situation. And creating my blog and Instagram has also connected me with like-minded people like you. So I feel like I'm part of something bigger, and that really makes me happy. And one thing I really like, what I found recently, well, a year ago, is called Strava, which is like Facebook for working out, where you can log your workouts and have followers and have an audience where you can like and comment on each other's workouts. And my second tip is to don't compare yourself to others, because I used to feel inferior to people who run faster than me. And I feel like many people can relate to this. But then I stopped caring because we all have our own strengths and weaknesses. Just because someone may run faster than you could be a better artist or you could be good at math with them. So you can't compete with them on life that way. Because running is just one thing and you have so many other things that you're good at and so many other things that define you. So you shouldn't compare yourself because that's like a waste of time. And you should just focus on what you love to do. And just because someone may be faster than you may be a better artist or a better math person or better programmer or something, and that's just as cool as running fast because we all have our own strengths and weaknesses. And number 3 is to define a reason for yourself to run, because I don't believe anyone should go into anything for the purpose of achieving something different. For example, those who run for the purpose of losing weight. This provides an emphasis on the results, which makes the process less desirable. You should run because it gives you happiness. It makes you feel free and in control. It strengthens you both mentally and physically, which can help you become successful in all areas of life. And isn't that cool? And running a race for charity or for a team also helps motivate you to work hard because you have people depending on you and supporting you at the same time. And you're also part of something bigger, not just yourself. So I think that's really cool. 4th tip is to forget about the bad things that happened in the past and let those motivate you. And because living in the past is a waste of time and because you can't do anything right now to fix it or in the future to fix it. For example, I was leading the whole time at CCS final, which is our state qualifiers, and I lost it in the last 200 meters. I lost this huge title and a huge banner with my wonderful name on it at my school. And rather than dwelling on what happened, I used it as motivation to run a minute personal record at state, and then finishing 9th at the senior race at Foot Locker Regionals, making it to nationals. And I passed 8 people in the last 800 meters. Making it national. So that was really awesome because I wouldn't have done that without that motivation of what happened at the last 200 meters at CCS finals. So you just gotta keep moving forward, just forgetting about the past, what happened. You're not a failure if you got past, you just gotta forget about it and keep moving forward. Setbacks mean that greater things are about to come if you just keep moving forward and just keep forgetting how you failed or how you didn't kick at the last 200 meters and let someone pass you. Just keep moving forward. Tip is don't focus on time because I know a lot of runners, they like to run fast and they really care about what time they run. And I used to tell myself I can only be happy until I run under a certain time. Once I stopped focusing on the numbers because I can't control that, I started to feel more control over myself and my success. This also helped me feel happy and enjoy running even more because it helped me live in the moment and not in the future when I run at a certain time because who knows what will happen. So rather than making my goal to run under a certain time, I make my goal to enjoy running because when I enjoy something, I'm willing to work hard, which leads to success. And my 6th tip is to have a positive racing mindset. I used to drive races because they are painful, but then I started to enjoy the pain because that pain is awesome because it means that you're achieving all that's possible in that given moment. And that's so cool. That means you're working so hard and you're going to be so successful. And during races in 11th grade, when I broke my personal records by a lot, I got from this introverted person to a really extroverted person to someone who expresses my intense excitement towards running to groups of people I don't even know. At the start line during races, I always tell everybody online how excited I am to race. Even the starter, when the person who goes by and checks everyone's toe on the line, I just tell them, oh, I'm so excited to run. This is so exciting. I love running so much. Running makes me so happy. And creating this outgoing and happy persona of myself gives me positive energy and helps me focus on why I run because I just told strangers I don't even know that I love running. So, I don't know. I just feel like I had to keep accountable of that for some reason. But yeah, that helps me run fast. So in other words, fake it. And 7th tip is to focus on how you feel after your wonderful run. Because I always feel like a much better person. I never regret a run. Running makes me really happy, and when I know I didn't try my best during a race or I didn't go out to run as many miles as I was supposed to, I feel bad. And this feeling of potential regret afterwards motivates me to try hard. My 8th tip is to have a healthy lifestyle because when you take care of your health, you feel good and you feel positive every day. I also have a video about how to live a healthy lifestyle, which I'll be linking down below so you can check that out as well. And my 9th tip is to run with company. I like to run with a friend who runs at around the same pace as I do, or when I can't find anyone, I like to listen to a podcast. And running is always fun when you get to talk to a friend about things you both love and be happy together. When I run by myself, I also like to listen to a podcast because I like learning, and it's like doing 2 productive things at the same time because you're working out your body and you're also working out your brain, so you're being super productive. But sometimes I also like to run myself because it helps me think about life and generate solutions to problems that happen. And my tech tip is to be thankful about what you have. And being injured has certainly helped me become more appreciative towards the times when I am able to run, so I want to take advantage of those. Also, many people don't have the resources or a safe environment to run, so you should take advantage of those. That concludes my tips. I hope you have fun on all your runs. I have other videos on my channel as well about running tips, life tips, travel vlogs, so if you like my video, you should go check them out too. I'll also be linking my blog, which I talked about earlier in this video, where I just mostly talk about running, life, school, college life, art, food, healthy food, just everything. I also have more life tips on there as well. So I'll also be linking my Instagram down below. I have a running and lifestyle one, which is I Run Grace Pace, and I have a healthy food art, vegan food art, and review blog, which is graceful.food, because food is graceful and I am Grace, so I thought, why not? And I also have an art blog, which I post mostly anime art, anime digital art, so I'll also be linking down below because I know you're dying to check them out. So I hope you have a wonderful day and keep thinking happy thoughts!